So especially, and sometimes this can especially talk about assets related to the home or real estate property. So something may change for you in terms of assets, property, possessions, especially towards the beginning of the month. Tables are turning. Whoever was on the top will be on the bottom. Whoever is on the bottom will be on the top. This is a good sign. Well, let me just say a little bit more about this card. This card is a changing of the seasons, change happening, time evolving, tables turning, whatever used to be. It's the wheel of time is turning here. So if you're in a situation that you're not pleased with, this means time is changing it. If there's something that you was secure, time may be eroding it, or it just means the times of change are happening. And this card is 10 of coins, which usually means inheritance. It's the accumulation of money from good decisions made over time. And you can see they're in a very sort of secure fortress. This is usually like the happy couple, and they're behind closed doors that are protected by all of this money and security. So if things had not been in your favor before, they may change to allow you access to more money or security. That's some possibilities of what's happening here. Basically, I'm saying things are changing in your favor, and money may be a part of that, money or security. There may be something that is corrected that is finally fair. This is King of Swords, and he's someone who's very fair and just and speaks the truth. And he's actually looking at the situation too. It may be like the intercession of a father figure or someone with authority that says, no, this person needs to get this part of the inheritance, or this person needs access to this money. This person deserves to have a house. Somehow, I usually call this card like a King Solomon card. If you're familiar with that story or legend, it's basically that he makes a decision regarding who's the owner of a child by applying the sword of the truth and really seeing what the outcome is. So King of Swords is a powerful ally at the beginning of April for you, Scorpio. And usually King of Swords comes as an air sign. Not always. It can be anyone with the archetype of King of Swords, but usually air sign is Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that King of Swords presents as. So you could have someone who's an air sign, who's an advocate for you, or helps give you good advice, especially on how to secure your money, how to make things so that it's advantageous for you financially, where it may not have been in the past. So listen to any air signs who have good advice for you. It's saying with this card, this is resources. This is the haves and the have-nots. This is 6 of coins, so it's a picture of someone handing out money or receiving money. If you had been in the position in the past of being in the have-nots, this may be different for you. You may be worried about having enough resources, or not willing to stick to a budget, or 6 of coins is resources, power, knowledge, planning, financial planning. The fact that this is in reverse is saying that there may be some doubt or fear regarding having enough. But if you listen to the wise counsel of this King of Swords person, there can be more than enough. That's what this 10 of coins is. So good advice gives you security, especially financially, and try not to be too worried about not having enough, not having access to the resources that you need, because times are changing for you, Scorpio. In the middle of the month, I'm seeing that you may have some hesitancy or worry about expressing what's on your mind. This is usually a water sign, so this could be you, Scorpio. This is Knight of Cups, which is usually a message from the heart. So this could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, but more often than not, if this card shows up for you, Scorpio, in your reading, this is you. So what I'm going to say is, are you having any anxiety, worry, tension, or stress about communicating something that's on your heart? This card, 9 of Swords, is usually a card of overthinking, of overanalyzing something. Swords represent the air element, which is thoughts, So this card usually talks about when we have a few thoughts and then they blossom or bloom into 3 little thoughts, blossom or bloom into 9 thoughts. So I call this making mountains out of molehills, or it binds you up. It's basically like fighting yourself in your own head when 9 of Swords shows up. And I'm seeing it especially in relation to this Knight of Cups, which is the messenger. You can see he's wearing the helmet of Hermes or Mercury, which is a messenger card. And then he's carrying a cup, which represents emotions or the heart. So with both of these in reverse, it's saying, are you having doubts or fears about communicating what's on your heart? Are you overthinking it? If so, if you're overthinking something, you're missing out on opportunities, especially lucrative ones. Page of Coins is willingness to accept new money. It's willingness to look at new values, new money coming in. Sometimes this can be a job offer card. Don't miss out on the opportunities that are available to you, especially with 4 of Cups here. 4 of Cups is a card that shows someone who is really preoccupied with what currently exists, so much so that they're kind of asleep and they're missing out on that extra cup that the universe wants to hand to them. The world wants to hand you something that you love. This is like new opportunity for love, or something that brings you joy, fills your heart. But if you are consumed with what currently exists, you need to look up and out of yourself. Look up and out of your regular routine, Scorpio, because if you don't, you're missing out on something that could come to you. New money, new job, new assets, new possessions. You need to kind of shake yourself and wake yourself up in order to even see this, because your back is to this willingness to consider new money. It might be a fear about accepting a new type of work, or a fear of, if something's offered to you, are you going to be able to receive it? That's what's happening in the middle of the month. You need to speak what's on your heart, Scorpio, in order for you to even be aware of new opportunities, new things that can be handed to you. At the end of the month, there is a way in which you shake off whatever you feel has been encumbering you. This is Fool, which is new belief. It's optimism. It's feeling like the world has your back, that you can trust in things, that all things are possible. This is the 0 card, which means infinite potential and like the starting of a journey, feeling like the world is open to you. Don't get stuck. If this card is a card of powerlessness and victimization, this is a card of being surrounded by beliefs that do not serve you. So if you get this new energy towards the end of the month with Fool, feeling like all things are possible, don't let powerlessness stand in your way, or victimization. This is victim thinking. So realize that it is your own beliefs or limitations that keep you stuck. In this card, she always has the power to cut the binds on one of the swords, take off her blindfolds and walk away. But if it's in the reverse position, there may be a way that you're identifying as being the victim or being powerless. Again, it's kind of like getting out of your own head, saying what's on your mind, and then the world opens up and you feel free and you can feel like all things are possible. That's available to you. You may even need to speak with someone who is an air sign. So this is Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And Queen of Swords can really set you right. She is someone who speaks the truth very candidly. She's willing to say things that, even if they're a little sharp or cutting, she'll be an advocate for you and she'll be on your side, Scorpio. So this could be a mother figure, or a counselor, or a lawyer, or teacher, anyone who's in a position of authority, especially if they're an air sign like Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But this is a woman in a position of authority who's very much on the side of truth and willing to share the truth and potentially like get your mind right and help you get out of any victim mentality that you might have, or feeling powerless. Because this new vitality, this new passion, this is Ace of Fire is available to you. And this is feeling like you can run a new race. This is the same archetype as the person who holds the baton out front in a parade. It's new, joyful energy. It's also the same as someone who's running a race and carrying the baton. It's an active element. And because it's ace, it's new beginnings. So this is like a new spring, which is also, very appropriate for April, with it being new spring for you. It might be a time to let go of old baggage in terms of old ways of thinking, or not communicating what's on your heart, not seeing new opportunities, and embrace this change that the month opens with. You've got the month both opening and closing with times when things are changing, and then also this new spring, Scorpio, and you have some really good people who can give you advice. You've got King of Swords showing up and Queen of Swords, people who are really connected with the truth, people who have experience and are willing to share it with you. So I would say for April, Scorpio, be willing to look for good advisors, whether it's with taxes, whether it's with like counseling, with all this swords energy of thoughts, and be open to expressing what's on your heart. And be open to new opportunities, looking up and outside of yourself for them, because it can create a renewal in feeling like the world is open and new to you. And be careful not to be caught up in overanalyzing things or falling prey to victim mentality. If you find yourself doing that, call on the counsel of this Queen of Swords person or King of Swords person. They're going to help you feel like there's this new, fresh spring available to you. So that's my reading for you, Scorpio. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this reading, feel free to like, share, or subscribe.